Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into a skim through, not necessarily like a full reaction, but a skim through of this channel, which is called It's Complicated. Now, I've seen it in the background of other people that do reviews and reactions to the stuff that they have on here. I'm not a big person in the space of the manosphere or anything. I just want to have a look at what's being said on these channels in its entirety, so to speak. Yeah. So the opinions captured in these videos do not necessarily reflect the views of the creators. All right, cool.
Who is the most famous actress you can think of?
Actress? Drew Barrymore.
Okay, if Drew Barrymore was in a movie with a male co-star that nobody had heard of, would it be fair to pay them the same salary?
No.
Why not?
Because he's not, known of, and because he didn't, work to be famous like she did.
Okay, since Drew is the star of the movie, won't she bring more people to the theater than her co-star?
Yes.
Okay, that's called star power. How is that different than the gender pay gap?
Whoa. My man went straight in. Yeah. There was no messing about. None. No messing about whatsoever. Straight to the question. Oh my G. Alright.
That's a loaded one.
Now that's the thing. When you say gender pay gap, I don't know, because the job that I'm in, everybody gets paid the same. As long as you hit that marker, there's levels to our pay, but once you hit the marker, the pay is the same. So this is an issue that I understand very little of. I'm just gonna make it very clear, but I just want to hear what's said.
For women or for
Well, I mean, the WNBA complains about not being paid the same to the NBA, and they don't generate as much revenue. So, I mean, isn't that kind of like the same thing?
I feel like...
Okay, interesting viewpoint. Interesting way of phrasing it, because if you put it like that, then I guess, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because you're talking about WNBA, I don't know any WNBA stars, and I don't even watch basketball, but I know who LeBron is. I know who Steph Curry is. So yeah, in some ways he might have a point.
The WNBA isn't promoted as much as the NBA because they are women.
Right, but I mean, wouldn't a male co-star that no one's ever heard of not be promoted as much and not be able to...
Yeah, I guess.
So is that comparable?
Yeah, very
sure.
I mean, wouldn't it have more to do with performance than discrimination?
Oh, I don't know. You're hitting me. I wasn't ready. I don't know.
But nobody's ready.
You're right about that one, but I just feel like
if they both doing the same...
Yeah. That's a very, very difficult question to be answering and asking of people, man. Because the question is simple, but the answer is very complicated. Well, let's get these guys. Go on, Fabio.
They deserve the same pay. It doesn't matter.
Okay, but at the same time, then why would someone want to star in their movie?
If you're an actor, then what would be the point?
What would be the benefit of having a celebrity in your movie if they weren't gonna, bring more people to the theater?
I mean,
right. That makes sense, but
I mean, they're both doing the same job, but don't they have different value to the project?
Yeah, but I feel like
you're right.
So shouldn't their pay?
This interviewer, he's good. He's good. He's really, really good. I'm not even gonna lie. No cap, this dude is actually pretty good at what he's doing. Yeah.
Reflect the value that they're bringing to the movie?
Yeah. I agree with that. I feel like it depends on what part you play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't that completely disprove the gender pay gap right there?
Yo. Yo, entrapment. Entrapment. Yeah.
All right.
You have two actors who are basically both starring and doing the same job, but they have different value because one is a celebrity and the other one's an unknown.
And you're saying with the basketball?
Well, what I'm saying is when it comes to basketball, right? A lot of women say that the WNBA should be paid the same as the NBA, but
Yeah, they
don't.
should.
But they don't generate the same revenue. So isn't that kind of like the same analogy as the celebrity getting paid more than the no-name actor?
In some respect, but at the end of the day, I would say to advertise them more. In all respect, if we look at Nike, if we look at Adidas, who do we see? Like, we mostly see male, like, athletes. I'm trying to make a pose. Models.
But even if you advertise something more, does that necessarily mean that you're going to have more success? I mean, there are tons of businesses that fail.
But there's a ton that make it, and it's by advertising.
Acting, it requires you to act, put a little bit more work into it. Actually read a script, right? Read a script, do all these things that NBA players don't have to really do. They just...
Yo, ladies, stop right there. Any athlete, gender regardless, puts effort in. Yo, less than 1% of the population makes it into professional sports in any country. Yo, you gotta be like redonkulously. And even now, you're finding that it's so competitive that people start from the youngest of ages. An actor, they go through a lot of rigorous training to become actors. I'm not taking anything away from them, but what I'm saying is don't diminish what sports people put in. Oh my God. Because, yo, when people like Usain Bolt turn around and say, yo, I hate the training, sometimes it feels like I'm going to die. Like, bruh, I don't want to feel like I'm going to die. No chance, man. Come on. Give it a rest.
It's practice, and they just... So you can't compare them. You can't compare the two.
Well, once
As
again...
far as the...
Yeah, you can. Both of them take years and years, yeah, to perfect. Both crafts take years to perfect. To become a star-level comedian, it takes years to perfect. To become a star-level musician takes years to perfect. Very few people just hop into something without putting in the so-called 10,000 hours. Yeah? I'm doing YouTube. It's going to take me years before I get my 10,000 hours and I actually start making some headway in this. Come on, man.
pay rate is concerned.
Well, once again, like I said, they're both, they're both training. They're both basically, they're both doing, acting, whether you're a male or a female actor, you're still basically, doing the same work, but they shouldn't be paid the same?
I don't know.
I'm just saying,
I'm over it. Next question.
I don't think it's based off of discrimination. I think it's based off of how long you've been at your job, how well you are with your technique, and how good you are at what you do. I think that's what matters.
Do you think high-paid Hollywood actors should have their money redistributed so struggling actors can have a living wage?
No, those struggling actors need to work harder for their money if that's what they want.
Okay, but it's funny how a lot of Hollywood actors often talk about, socialism.
Yeah, I see.
So, okay.
Yo, this dude's covered like a lot of facets of like his arguments. Yeah, he's got an answer for everything. He's like a very, very chilled Ben Shapiro. He's got you already.
How do you solve the gender pay gap?
There's not a gender pay gap. That's complete bullshit.
There has been some skepticism about...
Thank you, the young lady previously. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah? Because in most professions, it does not exist. People go to work, yeah? You make the same. It's very niche professions where people are able to negotiate their pay. You know what I mean? That they bring something that other people might not bring, and they go like, yo, I'm bringing this, they bringing that only. If I'm bringing extra, I want more. Pay me more. Done. Yeah. But most jobs, the regular everyday 9 to 5, as far as I'm aware, men and women make the same salaries. Yeah, so you jump into a business, you make the same salary as your co-worker. Done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave this here. This is a really long video, and it's actually been pretty dope, you know, seeing something like this. And I would like to watch the rest of it and share it with you guys, but time-wise, we're just gonna make it nice and succinct. It's been fucking real, man. Come on. This dude, I'm gonna be watching some more of his channel and reacting to some more of his stuff, because these are some really dope interviews, and like to see the reactions live of people, no rehearsals, no nothing, just hey, what do you think about this? That's really cool. So like, subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Enjoy your day. Stay safe.